Hiya. Welcome to episode. Sorry, that was like all over the place there. Welcome to episode 3 of Jabba in the Head. Hello. Yeah. Fucking, how are yous? How are yous doing? I'm having a wee drink tonight because I'm celebrating many things that have happened in my life. I passed my driving test. Don't get me wrong, it was 2 weeks ago, but I've not had any time to go on the camera and say that. I done something about Demolition Man the other day, but I didn't want to say it then. I don't know if I said it then. I can't really remember because, you know, it's a bar. What do you want? Like, you know what I mean? Like, cheers, anyway, if you're enjoying your weekend. So, listen. We come to a point now. I know I said I wasn't going to talk about football, but for God damn it, I need to talk about football, and we are on air talking about football. We need to talk about Celtic again. I'm sorry, I just need to do it. Recently, the everything around Celtic has been absolutely shocking. It's been shocking, and it's been lackadaisical, if you can call it by a big word like that. It's just mental. Like, I mean, I love football, but I also love movies, and I love everything else. I love wrestling as well. Just watched Elimination Chamber, by the way. Big Drew, I know you're a big Rangers fan, but God bless you, man. Fucking get into WrestleMania and win that belt. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Come on, the Scots. Scotland with rugby today. We win against England. There's plenty of things to talk about. There's plenty of things to feel positive about. You know what I mean? We win against England. Again, the Calcutta Cup. 4th time. You know what I mean? Like, sorry about my sausage fingers. But, you know, like it's great. It's fantastic. And everything is positive going to this point. So for me to come back to talk about football, and you know who I'm going to start talking about, is obviously Celtic Football Club. Okay, here we go. The last couple of results have been really, really good, but then the last result was really, really bad. And it's not because of the result, it's because of performances up until that. It's because of the mentality of the players that we have in the pitch at the moment. They're not quite up to game. And it's what is really, really hard, because this is the hard thing. You've got, and I'm sorry if this rages anybody if I say this again, but we have an elite manager in our club by the name of Brendan Rodgers, right? And he is a team of John Kennedy and Gavin Strachan. Now, I remember some time ago I was absolutely calling John Kennedy and Gavin Strachan out, because I didn't feel like they were doing the jobs that they were meant to do. Now, here's the thing. John Kennedy is a defensive coach. Is he not? I don't know. Somebody tell me different. The whole run in that club right now is completely disastrous. From Celtic B team up till youth level right now, we are not producing the same type of players that can come in to this league and produce quality football. Now, that gets me started on Brendan Rodgers, because he keeps on coming out and he's said about 14 times, I think, we need quality players. From 3 months into the January transfer window, he started saying that. If I'm wrong, please tell me, because I'm not one to shy away from criticism. But at the end of the day, you know, like, Brendan Rodgers has come back to Celtic. He is a good manager. We can't say that. We can't say he's a bad manager, because he had a great team when he was first here. Now, I understand that managers can come back and have a bad time of things. I get that. And sometimes they don't work out. I mean, look at Neil Lennon. He had one good season, which was through COVID. And then the next season he was bombed out. which was a shame. He couldn't reach his expectations, but you know that's what happens. You know, like you either swim or you sink, and that's it. Brendan Rodgers is kind of in the same boat here because he done so well, and then he went away to Leicester, bought players, did the exact same stuff that he's doing at Celtic right now, and now he's back at Celtic, and let's just be honest, he's doing shite. He's won a couple of Celtic and Rangers games, but if you are basing performances on Celtic and Rangers games, then there's something wrong with a Celtic supporter's mind, because we want to see flash phone football. We want to see attacking football. We want to see players being confident. Celtic players being confident. You know, like I could even go back to days where, like, obviously Tommy Burns' side were just completely confident. They just used to steamroll teams sometimes. But then obviously we had our bad times, but you know, we used to steamroll teams sometimes. To me, I think Celtic's going through a transitional stage and at the club. And it's quite, and a lot of the fans are quite and 50-50 kind of feeling about it, because obviously we've got Brendan Rodgers and we want to believe in Brendan Rodgers, but the fact is that Brendan Rodgers has come out with excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse. It's sounding a bit like Neil Lennon before he got fucking passed on. And I know, I understand that we as Celtic supporters, and I know I'm wearing a Blink-182 t-shirt. They're a fantastic band, let's just be honest. If you don't like them, then you don't like them. That's fine. Go away and listen to Backstreet Boys. It's fine. I'm just trying to start something. So anyway, where was I? Aye, so if you know, the fact is we've got Brendan Rodgers in there. He's an elite manager. He should know what he's doing with this team. But I have always said this to my friends. He is not a defensive-minded manager. He is absolutely not. Couldn't give a fuck about defence. If you look at his days at Leicester, he played a guy called Sancho at fucking Leicester. And oh my God, he was rotten. He was absolutely rotten. Who did they play at Celtic? Boyata. Boyata wasn't a good defender. He was alright, but he wasn't a good defender. Sivanovic, absolutely rotten, but we played him as well. So here's what we say about Brendan Rodgers. He is more focused from midfield attack to forward attack. And that is just my prediction. He does not give a fuck if the defence start an attack. Does not give a shit. And that's why I'm saying we have John Kennedy and Gavin Stratton sitting at the back of that going, oh, that's not their fault. I'm sorry. It's time to get a working partnership. Brendan Rodgers is the person that says, I will only come back to Celtic unless John Kennedy's there. So John Kennedy's there, and he's not doing he's not doing his job. And that's it. So, you know, sorry for burping, I'm so sorry. John Kennedy is not doing his job, and neither is Gavin Stratton. Laptop boy. It's becoming the same thing as when Neil Lennon was in charge. I mean, why are we trying to embarrass Brendan Rodgers like this? Why are we trying to do this? It's just going to end up that he gets sacked and he ends up going to fucking Dubai. Because listen, that's what when you listen to the interviews at the start, he says, I had a couple of jobs in Dubai to go to, It's like I need to absolutely fail at the lowest level to get to Dubai. And listen, if you don't agree with me, put a comment in. Tell me I'm stupid. Tell me that's absolutely the wrong thing to say. But I'll just say right now, it kind of stinks like that. Stinks like it. You remember the Saudi Arabian League still want to make the league a perfect league. And if they offered Brendan Rodgers 10 million or even 20 million to come here and coach in their league, Brendan Rodgers would be like, aye. Why not? He's been talking about it for the last 3 years. That even when he was leaving Celtic, it was talked about him going to the fucking Chinese league. He was sniffing it. But he didn't quite think about it. That's why I say to myself, Brendan Rodgers came back, and people might not like what I say, Brendan Rodgers came back to start shit up. That's what he did. That's what he did. And listen, if you're hanging about with me and you see me and you don't agree with what I say, then tell me. I don't care. I'm not gonna argue with you. Your opinion is vital as well. You know what I mean? Like, if you support Brendan Rodgers, that's fine. But for me right now, I think the guy came back to the club to start shit up. And that's exactly what I think. I know I said before in my videos that Brendan Rodgers was a elite manager. He is. He's a fucking elite manager. But for some reason, he's more focused on just beating Rangers than he is beating fucking Kilmarnock. Kilmarnock! And drawing me Motherwell. Anyway, guys, here's proof that I am drunk and I am talking nonsense. I love yous all, and I love all my friends at Rangers supporters as well. They're alright. To be honest, I'll say this right now, Rangers deserve to be where they are because they made a change. They made a change early on, and they said to themselves that we need to get somebody fucking right in that is gonna set the standard and gonna say, this is what I want today. Alright? That's it, and that's exactly what they did. So, do you know what? It's Celtic's fault that we're going to lose this league. It's Celtic's fault. It's not anybody else's fault. It's Celtic's fault for being overconfident. You need to be... From the very start of the season, you need to have your fucking team set. You need to be ready with your team. You need to be confident with your team. And that's it. Anyway, this video is like 13 minutes. It's going to go to 14 minutes. I just want to say, doing something means everything. Yous are wonderful. I love yous all. I love all my friends. And yous are doing great. Whoever you support. But the next video will be more on movies. That's all I'm saying. I just had to do a football one because it's hard to get away from the football kind of stuff, especially if you love it so much. So that's what I'm saying. Anyway, I'm sorry if I've been a bit, drunk and stuff. But it's just one of these things. If you have a drink, you enjoy a drink. You know what I mean? You enjoy the music that you're playing. It's just one of those things. This is my way to relax. Other people have those other ways to relax, like masturbating. I'm sorry. I'm not really. Anyway, everybody have a good time. Stay safe this weekend. It's Saturday. It's about what time is it? Oh my god! It's 4 minutes past midnight. I'm so sorry. Just just enjoy the ride, alright? And doing something means everything. And remember, you're great, alright? And I love all of you. I'll see you later. Cheerio. Bye.